Hey, short-term shoppers. Cashflow Carl here from the shorttermshop.com. I want to talk about internet options in the Smoky Mountains because, it's a rural area. It's a small area. And it's not common, but it is a possibility you won't be able to get real internet. So let's talk about the options and how we can figure out how to get you some sort of internet option. So Spectrum and Xfinity are the two big dogs in the area. Xfinity and Comcast, by the way, are the same company. So first thing you want to do, even before you get under contract, if at all possible, hopefully you find this video, it is part of your due diligence. Call Xfinity, call Spectrum, ask them if they have real internet at the property. And you got to be careful because they might try and sell you a third party. So they might say, yeah, we can totally get you internet. And what you need to do is ask them how many megabits per second. This is how you'll know if it's real cable internet or not. If they say 200 megabits per second or 1,000 megabits per second, that's real deal internet like you have at your home. If they say we don't know, then they're trying to outsource that to, generally it's going to be a Dish or somebody with a satellite option. You don't want that. You don't want a satellite option whatsoever. HughesNet might work for you, but it's kind of really last resort. So let's say you can't get Spectrum, can't get Xfinity. There are three other options in our areas, including HollerNet would be the first one to go to. HollerNet is not going to be in all areas. They do have to have a little bit of infrastructure in order to service your area. But if HollerNet is an option, that's probably your best option. Again, Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Wares Valley area of East Tennessee. Another option is Wi-Fi Squared. Do they have service? If it's probably going to be either HollerNet or Wi-Fi Squared. Not likely to be a choice of each of them. Be one or the other. Same thing with the big dogs, by the way. It will either be Xfinity or Spectrum. You're not going to have your choice. And you don't want to say, well, which one's better? Which one do I want? You're not going to have a choice. It's going to be whichever one you have at your house. And then another option is Viper. Viper actually works off cell towers. It's basically a very sophisticated hotspot. No different than connecting your laptop to your cell phone while driving down the road. But it's much better than that, and it is a real modem. You have a AT&T or a Verizon option, and you can see which one might work better for your property. And I'm running two properties off of Viper right now with no cable, Netflix, Hulu, streaming just off of Viper. You can certainly stream off of Wi-Fi Squared and HollerNet if you can get it in your area. But again, if at all possible, you want Spectrum or Xfinity. And this is most certainly it's your job as the buyer to check this out in the due diligence part of the deal. If you happen to stumble upon this after the purchase of the property, no worries. One of these three options, if you don't have Xfinity or Comcast or Spectrum, will certainly come in handy. And I hope this helped in your Smoky Mountain log cabin journey. You can join us anytime in the conversation at Short Term Shop Group on Facebook. And, of course, the shorttermshop.com.